call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri's offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. The give headed toward right tackle. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's gotten the first down.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That's caught. It's Garcia. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Chester. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
The jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys...
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Rides to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They have it at 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Sooners have this offense rolling.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. From the 30-yard line on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Find space on the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll try the run. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Sooners! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Chester. They've got the screen set up. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Gonna sling it on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you...
He's going to fire deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
To the air, it's Chester. Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Makes a grab past the marker. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Taylor has it. Plows through the defense. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to the 21.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll go to the sneak. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the right. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Sooners send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He uncorks one deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix?
Touchdown, Missouri! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Brought in the backfield, it's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that one's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. That's caught. It's carry on. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Back to pass, it's Chester. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Going to the run to start this second half. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in...
There he goes! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with the pass.
Makes the grab over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. The offense changing the play. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Chester. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Terry. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Chester. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area.
Touchdown, Tiger! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Sooners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got a chance. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Chester. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's carry on. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Toss sweep right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Terry. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped make that catch. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, they're